Let's see, I plan to get to September 22nd for this stream, because then I'll go to Tartarus on that day. Hey, sir. How you doing, sir? Okay, I've maxed out my stats. So, let me see. I could hang out with Koromar today. Or Agate. Or no, this is Ken. Who do I want to hang out with, actually? Oh, let me buy some sodas. Hello, Junpei. I can either hang out with someone or I can do something on the computer. That's what I'm thinking. One of the two. This is go out on a walk, right? Kara's looking at me with pleading eyes. He seems to want to go for a walk. Let me see. And then what does Ken want? He wants coffee. Okay. Okay, yeah. I think maybe I'll hang out with Ken. Cause it's either that, either hang out with Ken, hang out with Koromar, or do something on the computer. His social link is one of the best, TBH. Whose was good. Oh, let me save. It's been a while. I think maybe I'll hang out with Ken. I think I'll hang out with Ken today. This is a linked episode, right?
All right.
Okay, I'll get started right away.
Ugh, the inside of my mouth still tastes all.
I mean, I don't really like coffee either, so I don't blame you, Ken.
Coffee's meant to be taken black, don't you think? It's the only way to experience the natural taste of the beans.
I still have my voice adjusted to the voice that I used when I played Portable, and Ken sounded a little bit more younger. His old voice sounded a bit more younger to me. So I keep forgetting I need to try to adjust my voice to this current Ken and not sound like a dweeb child. But I don't really like coffee either. Caffeine makes me sleepy. Oh, Akinari. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I like Akinari's. It gives you a nice perspective on life, I guess. His social link. It makes me feel bad for him. Like, sometimes I don't want to do his social link because it's like, if I don't do his social link, then... Oh, wait, no. His thing still happens in the end, I think. Oh, shish. Don't want to talk about spoilers, but basically.
The one from Brazil is very smooth, while the Kilimanjaro one is
Bro,
more
you're
sour
like
and full of
11.
body.
Why are you a coffee connoisseur? Also, kids aren't supposed to drink coffee, and kids an expert. Exactly. I was like, huh? Where's today's from? I don't think it matters what I choose.
Oh, it's called a value pack blend.
Oh, I
bought
should
it
have
at
gone
the
to Club
supermarket.
Escapade and bought the taiyaki.
Does the
Okay, we'll do
quality
that
of the
tomorrow.
beans really affects the flavor that much? Maybe I'll try some better ones next time. Anyways, sorry for the sudden invite, but they say that drinking coffee can help you relax and concentrate better. I just thought something like that might benefit us in our upcoming battles. And I figured if I could learn to make good coffee...
Ken, if you
people
keep
might find that
drinking
useful.
coffee
I'll do
at a
some
young
more research.
age,
I can
you're
tell
gonna
there's
stunt your
room for
growth.
improvement.
I think that's been debunked, but let's get him
Sorry
to
for
stop
asking
drinking
you to help me
coffee.
clean up, too.
You drink coffee for midday
Please,
energy?
take the
I'll drink
leftovers
coffee
with
if I
you.
want to go to bed
Although,
early.
you
Since
might
it makes me
not
tired.
necessarily like it.
If I ever have to go to bed early, drink some coffee and boom, out like a light.
Sure, I'd prefer my coffee to taste good, but
If I ever
without all
do
the
drink
tests.
anything coffee related, like,
it's not that I don't appreciate the flavor. It's just that it's not good for an elementary school kid to drink too much.
whenever
so-
I go to, like, let's say if I go to cafes with friends, I always have to order decaf. And if what I want doesn't come in decaf, or if they just don't offer decaf in general, I'll get a latte and I'll ask them to put a shit ton of extra cream and sugar. So that way it's like 80% cream and sugar and like 20% coffee. So that way it doesn't affect me as much. I think the last cafe I went to for Galentine's Day with my best friend, they didn't make their coffees in decaf. I don't know why, but they just didn't. So I just said like, oh, can I like pay for extra like for you to put like sugar in it? And they're like, yeah, sure. Because I think it was like a sugar-free latte. I don't know, they were selling like sugar-free lattes. It was interesting. But I was like, here, I'll pay extra if you put sugar in it. They're like, okay.
And you seem like someone who'd appreciate a good cup of coffee.
And like
from a
extra
cafe.
cream.
I hope
Alcohol makes you tired. Alcohol is weird for me.
I'll make sure it tastes better by then.
Because alcohol will either make me super sleepy as well, or I'll be super chatty. However, 7 times out of 10, it's typically sleepy. So I don't really drink as often either, which sucks because I want to drink sometimes. But I ended up being designated driver most of the time because alcohol makes me sleepy. So I'm like, F. You drink it blacker with some sugar? That's strong. I know some people like to drink it blonde, their coffee, because that apparently has a higher caffeine intake. Like, the less you roast the beans, the more caffeine it has in it. Seventh.
Morning.
Oh, she does not sound happy. It doesn't seem like that Chidori girl is gonna talk, does it? Despite everything she did, Junpei is really worried about her. I just don't get why. That's Junpei for you. He's in love.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna adjust my Yukari voice to the new one. When I did Portable, a lot of people said, my voice is kind of effed up right now since I'm still recovering from my COVID cough, even though it's been like a month. A lot of people said my Yukari voice that I try to do for her sounds a little bit similar to her original voice actor. So I'm trying not to change it, but it probably doesn't sound similar right now because, oh, right on cue. Still recovering from when I got COVID back in January. I guess, but I'm still a little worried. You don't like coffee orange juice? For me, orange juice is good. I like orange juice. I didn't used to like orange juice as a kid, but I like it now. You sound great. Thank you. When I'm not coughing, I sound great. I had a really bad cough last night, which was surprising because I thought my cough was getting better, but apparently it wasn't. Okay, we're going to buy some flowers. Or not flowers, some seeds. Not here. Port Island Station. We're gonna buy some sprouts so we can plant them on the rooftops. Soul spinach. Can't remember how much this gives me. I do also need some more tomatoes. Oh, but there's no tomatoes. Okay, I'll buy this one, whatever this is. I'll buy like 5 of these. I have so much money, I can... Enhances battle ability, cures ailments. This sounds useful. We'll buy some of these. Okay. Who are we hanging out with today? We're actually hanging out with Yukari, and I believe I have a lover's persona on me. Did she text me? She did. It does 50 SP or 30. Let's go! Oh, I should have bought more of those instead. More SP items. I'm an SP item whore or hogger, whatever you call it. Hoarder. I'm fine with calling myself a whore if it means I'm gatekeeping items. Yeah, what do they call that? It's like when you hoard something. Maybe I used the wrong term. Damn, those two are very different things. Are they? I forget. Oh, I think slut was the word I meant. I am a SP slut. It's like a joking term. Surprised you said that?
Maybe.
I mean, I'm referring to myself, so I'm not offending anyone.
I'm redecorating my room and was thinking of getting some flowers to go with it. I think I'll go with the Gerberas. What color do you think I should get?
Yukari looks the best in pink. She said it herself in Tartarus.
You think so? I like pink too. I guess we have the same taste, huh? Then it's decided. I'll get these. Come to think of it, Gerberas by themselves.
Gerberas, that's a funny word. Gerberas.
What other flowers do you think?
I have a huge flower allergy, so I can't really get flowers.
Why am I even asking?
Or at least not real ones. Invite me over then. She's not gonna like that. That's mean. She doesn't like straightforward guys.
But it's the truth. To be honest, any flowers would be fine if they were from you.
Wait, I didn't ask anyone in chat who hasn't already asked this question. Who do you guys think is best girl? For all the new people. I read it as Gerbert. Like, or like the Gerber, just Gerber babies. Is that what it's called? Gerber babies?
Wow, look at the time. Gosh, what should I get? I'm actually a pretty indecisive person. A ranunculus wouldn't be bad either.
Fuka. Fuka. I think I like Fuka a little bit more in this game. Because okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like her social link is different. Like, they redid her social link a little bit. It's different from how I remember. Because I remember her original social link had to do with the cooking club. But here she's like cooking just like whenever we meet up with her. So it's like not completely different, but slightly different. Kirijo-senpai and the others are at the hospital and won't be back until later today. From what I hear, that girl, Chidori, won't say anything. Maybe we should hold off on going to Tartarus until things are under control. Well, we just went to Tartarus not too long ago. They're Mitsuru Yukari, but you're pretty basic. Okay, Koromaru, Shinjiro. I think we're gonna hang out with Shinjiro today. I think this will be his first social link. Here we go. Let's see. When does my plants here? 9/8. Oh, tomorrow. Okay. Shinjiro, help me. Wait, where is he? He's at the lounge. Let's hang out with him today. I think this is the first one. Or is it gonna be anything like his portable social link where we do some cooking with him? I see. Looks like they changed some stuff. Can't believe they gave us something like that. Okay, I don't think I could go that low. Gardening, huh? Let's grow something together. Let's be bros. Because that's what bros do. They grow fruit together. Fruit and plants. I guess that's fine. But if you want to do it with me, I'm going to make sure you do it properly. Don't think you're done once you've planted the seeds. I forget that Shinjiro's a male wife. If you get impatient, then don't bother. Tending to the rooftop planters might help produce the quality of the produce. Go to the rooftop.
Yeah.
Robot Girl Social Link really cares the last half of the game for me. Oh, you mean Aegis? Aegis is really interesting. Despite being a robot, she has like the best monologues, I think, in the game. Shinjiro is best boy. Yeah. If Akihiko didn't exist, I would... Okay, you know what? I feel like Akihiko's kind of boring in the male route a little bit too. But because I've played female route, I like Akihiko. But Shinjiro is also good too. But same thing, Shinjiro doesn't get a social link in the original male route either. They added it for this. You think you can see this in the end? Yeah, I got this.
Good answer.
Shinjiro of Akihiko? Yeah, everyone's allowed to choose. I prefer Akihiko.
Once you start something, you gotta see it through to the end.
I hope that they expand on Akihiko's linked episode as well in this game and not just make him all about boxing.
I was still at the orphanage. I learned a bunch of stuff with Aki. I'm talking too much. Let's get back to work. That should do it. This kind of work is usually easier with more people. Come help out again when you've got the time.
Thanks to the care you put in, it looks like the plants will grow nicely. So when I pick them tomorrow, they'll be great.
And wash your hands after handling all that soil.
Dark hour time.
It looks like Chidori still ain't back yet. I get it's her own fault for running off on her own, but she's still one of us, you know? We gotta help her somehow.
Oh, this is a new scene too, I think.
If she hasn't yet freed herself, that must mean her evoker was taken.
I think this is a new scene.
Our first objective must be to retrieve it. It would mean nothing to free Chidori without it. For us, our persona is as precious
He
as
seems
our
edgy,
very
but he's not
lives.
Shinjiro. Yeah, I'm glad that they wrote him
We should wait for
the complete opposite of what you would
They found their own
expect.
navigator, their own set of eyes. Without Chidori, we'd only be playing.
Shinjiro is
into their
literally
hands.
male wife.
Yeah,
Rio.
you're right, Takaya. Sorry I lost my cool there for a second.
Spoiler character is pretty cool
But what
too.
are we
I
gonna
agree.
do? They took down that
I mean,
shadow
he's
during
not
the
my
last full
favorite, but
moon
I
like
think
it was
his
nothing.
his
We
whole
got
thing is
someone
cool
who can
too.
predict our moves. It'll be hard to catch him off guard.
Dollar store Jesus,
Yes, that's true.
but he's not wearing
By
a
the way,
shirt. Jesus would
what
never
is that
do
thing?
that, I think.
It looks like some kind of clunky evoker.
This is one of the first evokers ever developed. I suppose you could call
It's the
it a
hair.
prototype. Oh, that's right. You've never seen this before, have you, Jin?
Jin's outfit is so... He looks like
This
he's going to go
was truly
skateboarding.
terrible
I don't remember
piece
it
of
being that
work.
chunky
exchange for
in the
drawing
original.
out the full extent of a persona's latent power, the cost is that they become exceedingly difficult to control. Especially
Get a
for
romantic
those
one
who
with
had
him in
their
the water.
power forced
Is it really romantic, or
like
does he just feel
ourselves, to
connected
a
by
persona that has
spoilers?
lost control. The user is but a shackle.
Because you
In
can
those
technically
days,
date him
it
in
was
the
more
female route.
commonplace to be killed by our
Technically.
own personas than by the shadows.
Oh.
This was the result of one such
He looks
killing.
homeless. I think they are technically.
The true self.
I think the Strega is technically homeless.
I'm not one to dwell on the past.
I do not
why
see
you
any
don't
of these
use an
three
evoker?
people having normal jobs.
Hardly. The real reason is far more practical. I don't use one because
It's kind
I
of
have no
implied.
need. I
Oh,
don't
interesting.
require something as inelegant as a tool to prove my
I
results.
don't remember how he spoke in the original
Really
male
are
route,
something
but I
special
remember in the
together.
female route is definitely a little more
Yet,
romantic.
There is always someone out there who is even greater, such as one who can wield multiple personas.
Jin, you're like blending into the background. If I squint, you're just a floating head.
Feeling attachment for someone. Impossible.
Evil laugh. Let's go.
The guy?
Such a thought is beneath me.
Oh, was his voice doubled there for a second? Favorite Persona character in general? Ryuji. Ryuji. Always be Ryuji. I've explained this before my portable route, but the reason why it's Ryuji is because when I first played Persona 5 Vanilla, I was kind of going through like a rough time in my life at the moment. And I forget exactly what Ryuji said, but it was during his social link, he said something in one of his later social links that I desperately kind of needed to hear in that moment. I forget exactly what he said, but it was like basically how how the way he looks at life, and I was like, dang, that is so relatable, and I definitely needed to hear that in this moment of what I'm going through in life right now. So I like Ryuji because I found him the most relatable in terms of like coping with the struggles of life. Ryuji, probably favorite team member of Persona 5 besides Makoto. I mean, if we're talking about teams and fighting wise, I think Makoto is really useful too. Wait, what was that? Hey, have you tried the famous beef bowl? I already bought one of those. I haven't. Is it new? Yep, but only during fall. Everyone who's anyone has been raving about it. Lots of shops have been putting out new products lately, like at Magnastar. Wait, you really haven't heard about any of this? You've been kind of out of the loop, huh? Sounds like various shops have new products for sale. I should take a look sometime soon. I don't know if I really need to buy anything, but I'll see. Persona games hit hard. That's why they gotta give warnings in the beginning.
What do you think, Yamagishi? Do you sense anything?
The thing about what I like about the Persona 5, not Persona 5, Persona 3 social links is I feel like not just the main cast, but even all the side social links, there's something relatable in all of them. There's something realistic and relatable in all of them that I feel like they take really realistic scenarios that people go through and apply this to this game. You could say like some in like Persona 4 and Persona 5 are a little bit like little bit fictionalized as well, but I feel like Persona 3 has the most realistic scenarios that people can relate to. Or either relate to personally, or they can relate to something in it and apply it in their personal life or someone they know's personal life.
No.
By refusing to speak, you're only hurting yourself. We aren't trying to keep you hostage. We just want to avoid unnecessary confrontation.
How's Chidori?
You're back again. Why are you so hung up on her, Junpei?
You wouldn't know, Akihiko.
Did she say anything?
Not a word.
Akihiko, you haven't. Never mind.
You're getting really emotionally invested in this. Is everything all right?
Well, I know she attacked me, but I don't know. I just can't get her out of my head. Please, let me do this.
I mean, Persona 5, I mean, it is based off of real life problems, but can you relate to them personally? I mean, maybe some of them you could relate to, but have you been effed over by a politician? Have you been effed over by a mafia boss? Have you been effed over by an artist celebrity? Potentially you've been effed off by your teacher. But have you been effed over by, who else is there? Like a CEO of a food company, you know what I mean? But I feel like with Persona 3, everyone's issues is someone has health issues, someone's struggling with the loss of their son, someone is struggling with their parents divorcing, someone is struggling with social anxiety, someone is struggling with fitting in, someone's struggling with pressure from their parents or pressure from their peers. That's what I like about Persona 3. Like, yes, you could say that the real life problems in Persona 5 are applicable. They are. They do tackle problems as a society. That's what I feel like Persona 5 tackles. It tackles problems as a society. Persona 3 social links, I think, tackle more personal life, daily life issues, I think.
Jeez.
For some reason, I've forgotten a lot of Persona 4 Golden. I don't know why. I'm definitely going to need to replay the game. I'm not sure why I've forgotten so much of the game.
You okay? I'm glad they let you keep your sketchbook. Wow. You're still drawing pictures? Even in the hospital? You really do like to draw, huh?
It doesn't matter. She spoke to him. Only I can understand my drawings.
Surprisingly, Junpei knows how to talk to girls. And he also doesn't know how to talk to girls at the same time.
Not again. Yamagishi, get the doctor.
I'm surprised. Okay, I was about to say I'm surprised Shijudo's not approaching her more, but then I remember why.
Why are you bleeding?
She does it to herself. I thought I took all the sharp objects in here.
She did this to herself?
Apparently, we can't leave her unattended for even a moment. At the very
I'd agree with
least,
that,
she
and
seems
same.
to
I don't remember
heal
the social links in Persona 4
astonishingly.
Golden. I guess it's a thing. Because for some reason I remember stuff from that game the least. Not sure why.
That cut on your hand back at the station. You did that to yourself?
I never asked for you to worry about me. You were the one who jumped to conclusions.
Well, I want you to stop. You can't be doing that. I'm not just saying this because I'm worried about you. I don't want to see you hurting yourself. All right?
The doctor will be here soon. You should head back.
Right.
So, you seem to have found your voice.
Mitsu, shut up. Stop pushing. Mitsu is a little bit... I wouldn't say she's mean. She just doesn't realize that's not how you should talk to people. And Yukari points that out too, which is another interesting thing. Okay, we are... Let's see. We're gonna actually hang out with Kormar today because his next linked episode is available. I'm gonna have to buy the stuff at Club Escapade later. Hello, Koromaru. Spend time with the dog. Oh, he's wearing a shirt. We just sit here and watch people. Koromaru is eagerly watching how the people pass by again today. I forget whose idea it was to put wings on him, or if there was a reason for it, but it's really cute design. What happened, girl? We've seen this girl everywhere. We've seen her at the beach. We've seen her in like other side quests, side scenes. Oh my god, I've never been chased by a dog, but I've been chased by a horse before. That was scary. When I was like 4 years old, I got chased by a horse. God, that was a time.
I'm sorry.
Chased by a horse, and obviously a horse is faster than a 4-year-old. So when it caught up to me, it like bit me on the neck and shoved me over and walked away. How does that happen? So I was visiting my family. I don't think I'll say where because it's kind of doxing. But I was visiting my family in a different country. And I remember we went to like a petting zoo or something. I don't remember what exactly it was. But they let you pet a horse there. And so I was 4 years old and my brother and I were petting the horse. I think my brother was patting the horse like towards the back and I was just standing in front. I actually didn't touch the horse. So what I think was maybe my brother patted the horse in a way it didn't like it. And maybe it got like scared or like freaked out or surprised or something. And then it did that thing where it got up on like its back legs. And like it did like that thing where it looked like it was about to like charge. And then so I remember I just booked it. Like the second it did that, I just like booked it. And I ran, not for very long because I'm 4 and I have stubby legs, for like a little bit. And then it like knocked me over and I face planted onto the ground. And then with its mouth, it just clamped down on the back of my throat. And it just bit me there for like a good few seconds. And then it stopped, let me go, and then it just walked away. And I don't remember if the horse got reprimanded or not, or if my parents did anything. I don't remember if my parents did anything either, but I just remember that incident, and then I don't remember what happened after. It just bit me. It didn't bite me to the point where I got like heavily injured, but I just remember it did clamp down on my neck. I don't think I got too injured. I don't think it even left a mark or anything. I think it just applied pressure onto me, like on my neck, and that was about it. Like it didn't pinch my skin, thankfully. But I don't remember what happened after that. I remember I cried. My parents picked me up and they looked at my neck, and then I think I probably fell asleep or something after. I don't know. I've been bitten by a horse too? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not the only one. Thank goodness. I'm not the one who's been bitten by a horse. That's horrifying. It was in a different country. So I guess maybe, and I remember the horse was like, it was not like attached to anything. It was like free ranged. So I guess like the rules there were a bit different. But I don't know what happened. It just suddenly felt like charging, and it decided I was the victim of that. That's horrifying. Yeah, I didn't get traumatized from that, surprisingly. Like after that, like I still was okay around horses. Let's chase it away, poor kid. Come on, Koromaru, show your dominance. Yeah. You have a persona, use it on the other dog. Whip out the gun. Or whip out the knife, technically.
Koromaru, thank you.
Hey, good to Silent Symphony. Hi, how are you been? How are things going?
It's okay. You can come down now.
I've told a lot of funny stories this stream already.
It's too high. I shouldn't have climbed up here.
Helped the boy get down.
dog in the jungle gym were so scary. I thought I was gonna die. Thanks for helping me, mister.
This is not the voice I would imagine to come out of an elementary school kid. It's all thanks to Koromaru. How would a dog do that? Well, Koromaru specifically, he wields a knife in Tartarus. And his collar around his neck is like supposed to be like a makeshift evoker. Just bought the game! Oh my gosh! I hope I'm watching the stream doesn't give spoilers. Unless you're already familiar with the story, then I guess it doesn't matter. But yeah, I hope you have fun with the game. I'm having so much fun with Reload. I actually really like it a lot. Sure.
I knew it. Koromaru is this town's watchdog.
Found out why Koromaru sits there in the sun. I understand a little better now.
Oh, by the way, are you Koromaru's
Reload's dope, I
owner?
agree. Are you Koromaru's new owner? We're friends. I don't want to say that I owed him.
Is there really a difference?
Well, he likes that answer either way. Is Tartarus kind of like
Well, as
Mementos
long
in
as he's
5?
Yes.
I'd say so.
Oh, you're right.
They do add a couple of different things, though.
See you guys later.
They redid the way they integrated the Mond doors, so that's cool in Tartarus. They add some new cool things you can do at Fuka while in Tartarus, like certain buffs or skill sets. So that's fun. They do some new debuff things with the enemies, which is interesting. I think it works. The thing with Persona is I feel like every Persona game has like some sort of equivalent of like Mementos or Tartarus or whatnot. And they definitely add more to Tartarus than they did in Mementos because obviously they've redone this game, so they added more than what would be in Mementos, which I think is fun. Personally, Persona 3 Reload said Persona 6 is scheduled for 2025 but might come out 2026. Yeah, that sounds about right. I did hear about that Persona 6 thing. I'm pretty sure Atlas did already mention that it was getting worked on, or maybe that was the leak that is getting worked on. But I'm not surprised that a Persona 6 is coming out soon. Because it has been a while since Persona 5, and Atlas can't keep relying on spin-offs and remakes forever, you know? Are these to honor the memory of the priest? And we go back to the dorm. Alright, I need to get through these days a little quicker. So far, the lady has leaked every Atlas game in the last year. Oh, well, I'm staying away from those leaks. So, you've probably already seen the message I sent, but I have a favor to ask you. It's about Amada-kun. This is just a hunch, but I think he's been feeling kind of down lately. Could you check in on him when you have the time? He should be in his room. Okay, we've done one linked episode with him. Oh, my plants! Okay, I could either hang out with Yukari today, do something on the computer, or let's see if Ken's thing is ready today. Let's go to the rooftop and collect stuff. Yeah! Oh, look at those beautiful SP stuff. Plant, soul spinach sprouts. I should have bought more of these. 920, okay. Ken, where are you? Someone in Atlas is leaking stuff? Oh gosh. That they released Persona 4 remake instead of 6. I feel like they will. They for sure will remake Persona 4 Golden. Well, I don't know if they'll remaster it or they'll remake it. My guess is like, I don't know if there's really much to change in Golden. I feel like they'll still call it Persona 4 Golden maybe, but they'll probably just like update the graphics or like add in more battle stuff like they did in Tartarus, like the equivalent. I don't know if there's anything so far in the story or really like extra wise they could add, but who knows? I mean, I guess technically they can do whatever they want, but Golden's fine on its own, I think. I don't think there's much that they could change there. We'll spend time with Ken today. Yes. Hey, what's up? They're doing a Persona 4 remake, but not till after 6, the leaker said. Oh, I see. Well, that makes sense. I would hope that they would bring out a Persona 6 before a Persona 4 remake. People are definitely... If they remake too many games, all their ideas are going to go to their remakes, to the point where the new game might not even feel that good if they put all their new ideas to the remakes.
I'm totally fine.
You can always talk to me, buddy.
I'll do that. You're really
So
caring,
Ken's not
senpai.
gonna have a crush on us for this social link like he did
I'll do
in
my
the
best
portable
not to worry
route
you. Well
for the
then,
female.
good night.
So let's see how this develops.
Come to think of it, you haven't had dinner yet.
Let's go to Wild Duck Burger. He loved that place. Yeah, and
Senpai,
Persona 1 and Persona 2
you
will be
wouldn't
getting
happen
some
to be
form of remaster,
hungry,
but not a remake.
would you?
Yeah, I don't think enough people in the fandom really enjoy Persona 1 and 2. I feel like if they're gonna do 1 and 2, I feel like they should remake it rather than remaster it. Because Persona 1 and Persona 2 they don't really have much of a place in the fandom, and they're not as great as the other games either. So I feel like if they want those games to be successful, they should remake them, honestly.
He's not here. Oh, it's nothing.
Yeah, I know for a fact that they have different teams working on different games, which makes sense.
It's a little intimidating going to get food by myself. People tend to stare when they see an elementary school kid like me out on his own.
But I still think that, like, if they focus too much on doing remakes, they might then anyone working on like future actual new Persona titles, there might not be too many ideas, too many new ideas to add. 2 specials. I'll pay for 2 specials because Ken doesn't like being treated like a kid.
Seems like that's the thing to get, huh? Thanks for ordering.
Even though he is
I
a
saw
kid, he
some
doesn't
people
like.
from our
Look at him.
dorm
He's
stop by
literally
here a
like,
while back.
swinging his
Sonata-san,
legs.
And that guy who recently joined, Aragaki-san. Do you come here with them too? And what kinds of things do you talk about?
Mmm.
Oh,
Planting
sorry
the
for asking something
seed.
so weird. I just thought I should know a bit more about everyone, since we'll be fighting together from now on. But it's good either way, because I've always wanted to have a proper chat with you.
Something that I think is cute. Do you see this orange like hoodie that Ken is wearing? In Persona 4 Ultimax, when he grows up a little bit and is in high school, he ends up giving this orange hoodie for Koromaru to wear because he obviously outgrows it. So Koromaru ends up being the one who inherits the clothing, which I think is cute.
Everyone in the dorm is amazing, but you're on a completely different level. I can't believe how many personas you're able to use.
I think as long as Hashino is making games for them, they'll always be high quality. He hasn't missed since Persona 3. I mean, that's true.
Ikutsuki-san and Mitsuru-san said that each person normally has only one persona, and that it doesn't change. That means what I saw back then was really...
Dun dun dun. You're very
it's
ominous, Ken.
Sorry. Shall we eat?
I want food too.
Oh, I finished all the soup.
It is cold today. Today, I could eat ramen later today. It is colder than usual. Oh my god, it's Power Rangers!
Huh? Wow! A spin-off with Swallow is the
That's
main
literally
character.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Do you like the series? What's it about? That sounds interesting, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Knowing what I know about Ken is that he's embarrassed of liking kid things, but when you validate him that it's okay to like those things, then he appreciates that.
I heard that from a friend. TV shows like that seem to be popular in my class. I only watch them so I have something to talk about.
I think Metaphor has a chance to be JRPG of the year. It looks even better than Persona 3 Reload. Ooh, I'm debating whether I should like actually look more into it or not. I think probably I should. I didn't look at too many. I tried not to look at any trailers for Persona 3 Reload because I wanted to be surprised by all the changes. But since Metaphor is like a whole new thing, maybe I should keep up with whatever they announce about it. I meant to say, what JRPGs do you play? Oh, my favorite JRPG series is Xenoblade Chronicles. My favorite video game of all time is Xenoblade Chronicles X, the one that was on the Wii U. The one that I really wish would desperately get ported. I also like playing Nier. I know some people will say that doesn't count as a JRPG, But I do like Nier. Digimon has some JRPG based games. Not every Digimon game is JRPG, but I do like that. Persona. I'm trying to think of what else, because I've definitely played I've played a little bit of Octopath Traveler. I thought Octopath Traveler was cool, but I never finished it.
It's nothing. It's getting late.
I do want to play Star Ocean 2, because that's my friend Geyser's favorite game.
It was delicious. No. Unless food was not delicious. Don't let yourself think like that.
Bro.
Hey, Amada.
No one talks about Xenoblade that much. I am Xenoblade rotted. Brain rotted. Sometimes I'll just randomly say something about Xenoblade on my Twitter. Although, I end up deleting them after because I'm like, eh. No one cares about my Xenoblade brain rots.
You on your way home? Us too. We just finished eating
Or
dinner.
sometimes I'll just brain rot like I love uni or something. Just like at 3 in the morning. I love uni.
From the same class, Amada-kun?
Why is the kid lying to himself? There's a reason why. It makes sense later, but there's a reason why he's doing that.
Yes. It's nice to meet you.
Oh yeah, Amada. You gotta join next month's soccer tournament. We've all been waiting
Clearly,
for you, you know?
Ken is older than this little kid, so I don't know how they know each other.
I'll have to pass.
Have you played Xenosaga Xenogears? I desperately want to, but I don't have a system to play it on. I came across a Xenosaga game in store one time, but I didn't have the console to play it, so I didn't buy it, and I was like, damn it. I would love to play them, but unfortunately, I only grew up with a Wii.
Can't you see?
And I didn't get a PlayStation until literally when the PlayStation 5 came out.
I'm sure Amada-kun has a lot going on. Isn't that right?
Oh, no, it's fine.
I remember I
I'm
desperately
sorry.
wanted a DS
Please
as a kid,
excuse
but my
us.
parents would never
You
buy
should
it for
hurry
me.
home too,
They didn't.
Amada-kun.
I didn't get a DS until I was in high school, and by then, like, it was kind of.
Come on, let's get
I actually
going.
no, the DS
Your
was still
grandma
popular
is
when I was in
waiting
high
for
school.
us.
But Mom, if Amada doesn't
Sorry
join
about
us,
that.
we're gonna get
Xenogears can run on most phones if you have Android. Oh, I do have an Android. Actually, I forget that you can do that. Actually. Do you not like playing soccer?
No, it's not that. I just have enough to do. The second semester is
I
already
do have an Android
started,
phone.
and
I will look
we
into
have to
that. I
go to
forget that you
Tartarus
can
tonight.
actually play a
I
lot
know
of
we'll be going through a
games
lot
on your
from
phone
on.
now.
So I decided to not make any promises. More importantly, sorry for keeping you out so late. Let's make our way back to the door.
I did play some Ace Attorney games on my phone. I forget. I parted with Amada and returned to my room. I do know a little bit of Xenosaga lore, but not enough, since I haven't been able to play the games.